Our first Hell in a Cell match of the night is Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. I'm assuming that this is going to come earlier on in the night because they're going to try to separate the two Hell in a Cell matches. That's why I'm putting it so early in our little predictions here. Do you guys agree with that?
No.
You think it's going to come like back to back?
Yeah,
I don't say back to
match
back.
might be
Yeah, there's going to be a
between them.
sandwich in there. As in, I'm going to go get a sandwich during whatever match is happening.
The Divas.
Last
one,
year
right?
they did. Last year they did Randy Orton and John Cena, and then some throwaway match, and then Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went the same route again this year.
So I was thinking that they might like bookend the night with the two Hell in a Cell matches. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're going to talk about it anyway. But still.
You know what I hate about there being two Hell in a Cell matches is, one of the coolest moments about Hell in a Cell was having the cell lower and that badass music just play and doom 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 doom. And it's like you can't do that twice in one night. It just doesn't work.
I mean, at NXT they do it like every time before someone comes out.
See, that's why I think it would be a good idea for them to do this match first, because they've got the little bit of time between the pre-show and the actual start of the show, where they can just put the cage down already, start the match off, start doing the Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt stuff and whatever, spend the whole rest of the time where you're kind of like, you're used to singles matches and the tag team match and all that other kind of stuff, and then it gets to like, all right, well now this is our main event, boom, 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 boom.
No. See, the only issue with that is that they'll start lowering the cell during the pre-show, and then like, oh my god, oh look, it's lowering, and then you'll hear the music, and then it ruins the whole thing. Is you'll see it a second time.
Yeah, if Byron Saxon's just like, look at that, they're helling a cell, or whatever the hell Wago just said.
Michael was just like, shut up, Byron.
I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Oh, there's Elmo's helling in cells and stuff. So, with Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, they keep saying that this is the end of the feud. Thank God, kind of. I mean, I'm tired of this. Nowhere near as bad as some of the other feuds that we've been getting, but I'm ready for this to move on. Are you guys too?
They wrestle before the end of this year again. Fucking guarantee it. Even if it's on Raw, it happens again.
Opposite ends of Survivor Series team or something, maybe?
Something will happen. I wouldn't be surprised if we get them in a singles match.
I expect them to be on the opposite ends of Survivor Series, at least.
The only issue I had with this is that they really haven't been doing much with these two since SummerSlam for the most part, and maybe it just died down, just like the intrigue of it. When they said that this was going to be the Hell in a Cell match, it's like, oh hell yeah, but for a number of weeks there was never a confrontation between the two up until this past Raw, so really it just felt lackluster. You know, you complain about, I know these two sell a Hell in a Cell, obviously. But, you know, when it comes to Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, people have complained in the past that there's a feud that probably doesn't deserve a Hell in a Cell match. So these two are given one, but they don't do a build-up at all. And this feud really did deserve an actual build-up for it, but it's still going to be a good match. I'm going to enjoy it.
So, where do you guys think the other members of the Wyatt family are going to get involved in here? Because there's one little issue that happens with this when it comes to uneven sides. I mean, we just added Eric Rowan back, so now the Wyatt family is 4 strong. Roman Reigns has Dean Ambrose, and that's it. Randy Orton's not going to be there. He's injured. We don't really have many other people that can be, you know, filling in the gap a little bit or anything like that. Like, Big Show's one of the only guys that doesn't have any kind of match. And really, is he going to be involved, you know?
I don't think we're going to have any involvement.
I was just going to say, do you think that they're just like going to ignore that completely or what? Because
I think Bray Wyatt's going to tell the dogs to stay behind. Because he has that control over them. If he says heal, they heal.
What if he says babyface?
Then Eric Rowan
becomes a megastar.
I don't know, but there's been a number of times where he's told them to not do anything, and they still do something like 2 minutes later.
Yeah, but maybe he winks.
Well, no, because he always whispers in their ear. You don't know what he tells them.
He's got his fingers crossed behind his back.
Good point.
I would like to see no interaction, though, at all. That'd be a nice change of pace. Just Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns. If the match sucks, it's on them. And if there's no interaction with other people on the outside or something like that, then we can really just get to see like what these two guys can do. And it might end up being a lot better that way, actually, too.
You know what? I want the cell to be successful. I want all the three of them to come down and like want to interfere, but they like, just kind of like shake the cage for a couple seconds. And they're like, well, I guess we're not getting in there. And then just
Like
head back.
Buzz open that door.
We never see him again.
No, Bray Wyatt should do like the flicker the lights off. You know, they turn off, and then they turn back on, and it's just like, we can't get in, Bray. We can't get in.
Yeah, he turns it on, and you're expecting to see them in the ring, and they're still just going, I don't fucking know, dude.
I'm
There's a
hoping.
goddamn lock on the fucking thing, Bray.
Like Strowman's on top of the cage, like trying to stomp on it, trying to break a hole in it.
I'm hoping they do like a special finish to this match because I think Roman needs it right now. Even if it's just a spear on top of the cell, nothing has to break or anything. But just a really cool fucking visual.
See, what I was thinking is that Roman Reigns is going to spear him through the cage so that when we get to the Brock Lesnar-Undertaker match, the cage is already destroyed.
Why would it need to be destroyed?
I don't know. You could do anything then. I just think that would be a unique dynamic. You know, they destroy the cage to the point where you have to start the next cage match, you know, with a bad cage.
Hell, somewhat inside of a cell match.
This kind of whole destroys like part of the reason of the match, but at the same time it adds a layer of intrigue to it.
I'd be curious, at the very least.
I mean,
The whole
do
rest
you
of the
really
pay-per-view.
think like Brock Lesnar and Undertaker are going to beat themselves around inside the cell? You know, one way or another, they're going to find their way out of that cell. So
They don't.
why just cut the bullshit? Just fucking like have them go through and then start battling through the crowd.
Honestly,
Well, the
and
first
then-
time they had a cell match, they didn't go outside.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to elaborate more on this a little bit later, but honestly, I don't think that anything's happening in that match, like, whatsoever. I think that
they're just
the
gonna stand in
Roman
the ring and
Reigns...
do nothing.
Yeah, not that much. But I think that the Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt match is going to be the one that has any kind of, like, hardcore spot to it. And if they did something that drastic, I definitely would be curious about like, where they'd go in the future and stuff, but I don't think that even that's going to be that big. I think that this is going to be one of those Hell in a Cells where really it just ends up kind of being lackluster. I'm not too sold on it. There's potential. There's definitely a lot of potential, and I hope that I'm wrong. But to kind of capitalize on what you had said before about Roman Reigns needs it, he needs this win bad. Bray Wyatt, he can take the loss. I don't think it's going to hurt him. But Roman doesn't, not only like, he needs to win the match, he needs to win the match in a way where it's not just like, well, of course Roman Reigns was going to win this match.
Woman Wayne's.
Roman Reigns.
We're going to go through each segment here, and somebody's going to fuck up in some fashion. Oh, Tuesday recordings. That's what happens. But Reigns really does need some kind of a pick-me-up. I don't know where he's going to go in the future from here, and I'm sure we're going to talk about that when it comes to our post-show, but how would you like to see Reigns win this? Or actually, even if you want to argue that he doesn't need it, I mean, we have this suggestion there of spearing him through the cage, spearing him on top of it. Any other things you guys got in mind?
No, I think doing the spear on top of the cell and then just having him do that cool visual of his taunt where he makes his fucking weird noise.
Ooh.
Yeah, that.
You know what? No, what if like they're trying to break in through the cell? You know, the Wyatt family. Roman Reigns cocks his arm, pounds it on the ground, goes up to the cage, and Superman punches them all through the cage and knocks them all down.
Superman punches the cage on top of them. Like,
Yep.
he breaks the cage that way.
Yes.
I'd be down for it. What the hell?
Yeah, then Peyton gets what he wants. The cell's open for later.
Boom! And not two birds out of one stone there.
So let's go around here and just give our little predictions here. I'm going Roman Reigns wins this match. Peyton, what about you?
I'm going to say Roman Reigns as well.
Way go.
Better fucking win.
Who, Reigns?
Yeah.
Just to clarify in there. And Drew?
I'm gonna go Woman Waynes, Tony. Woman Waynes.
Roman Reigns with the elbow. Alrighty, guys. Part 6 is going to be the Ryback and Kevin Owens Intercontinental Championship match. So if you want to hear our opinions about that, click on Part 6. That's how this works. All you got to do is click on it, and you're good.
Click on 6. Yeah. Click on 6.